finally, to do the show here, and it's a good show. I'm already looking forward to doing because, as we all know, as I mentioned yesterday, our favorite music videos of all time,
A lot of ground to cover.
regardless of genre. What again?
A lot of
A
ground
lot
to
of ground.
cover.
Yeah, absolutely there. And these days, it seems like YouTube is now the new MTV, since MTV started converting into reality shows many years back with Jersey Shore, The Hills, The Real OC, shows like Catfish, The Real World. I don't know if that show is still going on that channel there. Road Rules. If it's to say that the reality TV show really started with the Real World when it's debuted back in 1992. But actually, the real reality television may have been CNN. CNN when it first came out, because that was like interesting there on News 24/7, showing what's going on within the world that we live in here. This is the reality, and we're seeing that right now. And the difference is that the reality on CNN that we were looking at was actually real, whereas some of the reality shows that we see nowadays, like the Real Housewives, Wives, this Housewives franchise, sometimes are not all that real. Some of them are set up,
Yeah.
but sadly, right now MTV is, it's not what it used to be. I haven't watched that damn channel since God knows how long. And plus now with YouTube being the provider of music videos and such, if it's to say that MTV is now converted into YouTube, or excuse me, YouTube is now the new MTV. And but the difference with this YouTube MTV format is now we're able to watch old videos from the past, even videos that we have yet to even see, didn't know existed, like the original version of Twilight Zone by Golden Earring. On the MTV, they used to block out this lady who was bare-breasted approaching the bed where the singer from the Golden Earring, who was playing a spy, she approaches the bed, lays down next to him. She tries to grab something without him knowing. He grabs the hand with that object in it. She's caught. There you go. But we want to take the time to talk about music videos that were really stuck in our minds a lot. That really impressed us. That we consider our favorites. And we also want to pay homage to the old MTV just as well, because the early MTV in the 1980s there were way ahead of its time. I mean, the videos they had, regardless of genre of music, whether it's new wave, rock and roll, or heavy metal, didn't really matter. It didn't really matter there. So there was a lot of good music videos out there. Now, before we do so, YR sent me a little something here about Ozzy Osbourne. He's due to have an operation this coming Monday, June 13th, my birthday. I'll be 56 on that day. That according to his wife and manager, Sharon Osbourne, that will determine the rest of his life with how to come.
Why is this a music show?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go.
You're what? Well, that's a fine fucking how do you do. Were you trying to get Keith on the call here?
I wouldn't.
Hmm. Jeez, there must be a soccer practice or something like that. But still, that could have been a better response than what we just heard, man. Anyways, this is from consequence.net here. Ozzy Osbourne is set to undergo an operation this coming Monday, June 13th, my birthday, that will determine the rest of his life, according to his private manager, Sharon Osbourne. Sharon revealed the news on her UK show, The Talk, not affiliated with the US show of the same name, which she was let go from last year, telling the fellow panelists, quote, Ozzy has major operation this coming Monday, and I have to be there. It's really going to determine the rest of his life. She added that she would be flying back to LA to be with Ozzy at his side when this operation takes place. While Sharon did not go into specifics, Ozzy himself determined late last year that he needed one more operation on his neck after the previous surgeon fucked up. The metal icon injured himself in a 2019 fall at his home, dislodging some metal rods that were inserted into his body after an ATV accident in 2003 that was later caught on the reality show The Osbournes, being filmed at that time for the old MTV. In a more recent interview with Classic Rock, Ozzy reiterated that he needed the additional neck surgery, saying, quote, I can't walk properly these days. I have physical therapy every morning. I am somewhat better, but nowhere near as much as I want to be to go back on the road. Now, Ozzy has faced a whole bunch of health issues over the past few years. In addition to that, this fall, he disclosed in early 2020 that he was battling Parkinson's disease. And recently, Sharon revealed that Ozzy contracted COVID-19, adding that she was very worried due to his pre-existing conditions. See, that's something you don't want to get when you have a COVID-19, when you have any conditions where it's diabetes, a weak heart, or health lung issues there. Not a good thing to have there. She later reported that Ozzy was much better and on the mend. Between his health issues and the pandemic, Ozzy has not been able to resume his No More Tours #2 farewell trek, which began in 2018, and as of now, he is scheduled to embark on the tour's oft-postponed European UK leg in early 2023. In the meantime, Ozzy has kept himself busy in the studio, releasing his recent album, Ordinary Man, in 2020, re-teaming up with the album's producer, Andrew Watt, for a as yet untitled follow-up to that release, as he recently completed. The upcoming album features spots from Tony Iommi from his old band Black Sabbath, Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age, Mike McReady from Pearl Jam, the late Taylor Hawkins from the Foo Fighters is also featured on this album, Robert Tutorial from Metallica, as well as Eric Clapton. And of course, his longtime guitar hero and his longtime guitar sidekick, Zakk Wylde. Here's wishing the Prince of Darkness a very successful surgery. Watch Sharon Osbourne discuss Ozzy's operation in the clip below. And this is on their Twitter feed as well there. And I have to say, hope it goes well, Ozzy, there. That's pretty much a bit for music news so far there. All right, so anything going on, guys? UYR there?
As I know, not really.
Well, as I've been still recovering, still got a lot of stuff in my throat because of the cold that I had over the weekend there. I've been coughing up a lot of stuff there, here and there, that's been in there, near my lungs for the past couple of days there. Hopefully I should be all completely better at the end of this week here. And as I mentioned, I was invited to come on Tony from Revere's live show earlier today, but I was recording something on my OBS, which I said I'm going to upload later on to this evening. And plus, I got sidetracked. There was some duties I had to take care of the house here and there. You know, got to get all this shit done just in case we may have company for the next couple of days. That's what I've heard from my sister. Anyways, on to our main topic, our favorite music videos. A lot of music videos we all remember in our past, really seem to really stick in our heads. Whether it's the script of the video, the storyline, or possibly, the way, basically it was everything, whether it's the actors on the video set, the song itself, the way the song is performed. For me, it's usually things that come or go along with it, like the storyline or the instruments that are being played in that particular video. And we like to take the time here to reminisce our favorite music videos. And like I said, no genre need apply. It could be from funk to metal to whichever there, even new wave, postmodern, you name it. So how do we start with you, Arknolia, YR, then it's me, or it's you, me, and then a YR?
I don't. The order doesn't matter to me.
All right, there.
I guess I can start it. Uh, I'm gonna go a little sexist and say I like the missing persons videos.
Um, which one's
Words.
words? Oh yeah, I remember that one there. I also remember mental hopscotch. And by the way, we know her ex husband Terry Bozzio was also the drummer for Frank Zappa for a number of years in the later 70s there. He also did some touring with Jeff Beck around 1989 as well there. You may remember Jeff Beck's Guitar Shop project there. And his wife at the time, Dale, was one time featured in Hustler magazine a couple years before. And the story is that she went and said hi to her friend Frank Zappa. Everyone was like, damn, she's gorgeous. Terry and Dale started talking. They started hanging out. Next thing you know, boom, they got married. Now Terry, as you know, and Terry and Dale would later they'll divorce. Unfortunately, there. She would later sign a solo deal with Paisley Park Records with Prince there. We released one album, which went nowhere. The last record she did with Missing Persons was one called, I forgot the title of it, but at the time she was wearing two hats within that group, singer and manager. And because, apparently the last record she did with them didn't do so well, she decided to disband the group. Now, she did come out with an all-new Missing Persons lineup, but I didn't check it out there, unfortunately, even though I was invited by a couple people. You know, but I remember a lot of people were giving praise to Terry Bozzio with the outfits that she was wearing. And we also cannot forget, Destination Unknown as well. The video
Hmm.
for that was definitely, glittery and glammy as well. The kind of leaning towards the Duran Duran side of the things there. Okay, so does Wire want to go ahead, or do I have a second turn here?
Music videos. Look, honestly, ones that jump out to me. We'll start with, anything Michael Jackson did. Honestly, that was real
Mm,
big.
yeah.
But I like Metal Health, Quiet Riot music
Oh
video.
man. Oh
Uh,
yeah. It's kind of funny, that character was based on the Man in the Iron Mask story in a way there. And that mask was massively big around the Quiet Riot fans. They were selling, when I saw Quiet Riot open for Black Sabbath in 1983, they were selling plastic masks with the Quiet Riot logo up above the forehead there. I remember getting it for me myself there, and I kept that in my dresser drawer for years, years, and years after that. So that when the Quiet Riot finally played the Ritz in Roseville in 1994, finally got it autographed by a couple of members, Frankie Benelli and Carlos Cavazo. And I think Chuck Wright, who was the bass player at that time, he signed it just as well there. I know,
Carlos,
was it? I wasn't able to get Kevin DeBro's autograph, unfortunately, there for some reason. But of course, it would be nice to have a Carlos Cabazo rejoin Quiet Riot alongside his other buddy, Rudy Sarzo, because those two were like good peas in a pod. All right. One of my first favorite music videos was Iron Maiden's Run to the Hills. When I first saw that video, it's like, holy cow, they got a new singer, I see. And I loved the way they were mixing with footage of the band with Cowboys and Indians fight in a comical. It was kind of like a comical video there, mixed in together. It was kind of with some funny scenes here and there, but it was fun to look at. It was a definitely fun video to look at. Definitely for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess it's Ark's turn now.
Okay, staying with the sexist theme.
All right.
I remember the Divinals in their Touch Myself video because she spent pretty much the whole video touching herself.
Oh, yeah, I remember. That's the story. I remember. We all know what the song is about for Shizzle, man. That's for sure. Definitely no doubt about that. And, of course, she no longer... Christina, the singer, no longer with us, unfortunately, there. Yeah, which is sad because when he first started in the 1980s there, she was more like this manic, crazy girl, like one of the original Riot Girls that would be christened in the 1990s thanks to Courtney Love. She had this microphone stab that kind of resembled a lightsaber when you look at it there. And she had been known to take lipstick and write it over her arms here and there, presenting herself as crazy, this angry young little girl in a schoolgirl outfit there. Unfortunately, I guess, they kind of like got rid of that and she kind of matured with the sound, I guess. And unfortunately, I Touched Myself was her last big hit.
Yeah.
We never saw or heard from them ever again.
Why?
Yep. Wire. There you are.
ZZ Top.
Oh, yeah. And I know which ones you're talking about there. Any of those are still classic. Yeah. Give Me All Your Lovin'.
She Got Legs.
She Got Legs, yeah. It's kind of funny. The storyline of those videos were actually kind of like a Cinderella type of story. Like some man or woman's having a hard time, and here comes these three guys out of the blue, give them the keys to this car. They ride around, they emerge out of this car, a brand new individual. Sharp Dressed Man said pretty much summed it up with the storyline in that video there.
Yeah.
My favorite out of those three, two being Legs, Give Me All Your Lovin', and Sharp Dressed Man would have to be, of course, Sharp Dressed Man. And, of course, the video they did for TV Dinners had nothing to do with that, which is kind of good because I can't imagine three hot girls dancing around a guy eating actual TV dinners.
Yeah.
Right. All right, sir. My next choice will have to be another Iron Maiden video, The Number of the Beast. That one had a lot of energy behind it. The lights that they were going off every which way while the song was being performed, that helped make the intensity of that song come alive, full throttle. And the best thing about that, was like it was such a high energy song. That's what really got me into Iron Maiden, for sure, man. And out of the blue, I just got a voicemail. It's the kind of bullshit they're trying to sell me now.
Okay, my next one is a little off the wall, but I liked it. And that's the Men Without Hats safety dance video. It was kind of entertaining, actually, I thought.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, I'm back there. What was it again? The video.
Men,
What they were talking?
men,
Minimum.
men without hats, safety dance.
Oh my goodness. Huh. Hailing from Canada.
Yeah, I
Are they
kind of like
still
that. I don't
together?
know why.
I don't know. It's just probably because the guy, the singer there, with a little midget there playing a little with the gesture outfit, playing that little thing there, kind of small guitar or ukulele, what it was there.
Yeah.
Along that girl, and basically the story behind that song was that they're basically it's safe to dance. They did this gig in LA where all these kids are like slam dancing, moshing into one of each other there, and the members of the band did not like that at all. And so he wrote that song as something like saying it's safe to dance, kind of like basically as response to that, seeing all that slam dancing going on there. And of course, I remember there was this one song called "I Like," which was a pretty good song for the same album it did. Now,
Well,
whatever the band,
oh, I'm sorry.
never mind, it's okay. Hmm. Why?
Um,
Hmm?
how about rumors?
Rumors. The Fleetwood Mac album.
No way, not rumors. Let's see.
Because I don't think they had any videos for that album. That's about back in 1977 there.
What about Closer by Nine Inch Nails?
Oh, man, that was a... You okay, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I remember that video, man. That had to be censored a couple times there because the bald-headed girl there with the little masquerade mask on, she was in nude. And there was a footage of her being nude there. And there was a monkey, being tied onto a cross, and MTV didn't want to upset any Christian groups there, so they had to blur that out. But I did dig the outfit that Trent was wearing in that video there. That was a pretty cool outfit that he was wearing, and plus him rotating around and around in midair. That was a trip to look at. That's just as well there. And what you know, that song would become one of their biggest hits, next to "Head Like a Hole."
Damn hole.
Oh,
I come. Yeah, that's right. My next favorite video is from 1980. MTV played it a couple times in the past. And this was before You Got Another Thing Coming came a big, heavy rotated video played on around that couple years later. I'm talking about Breaking the Law by Judas Priest. It was kind of cheesy, but it was kind of funny as well. The members of Priest riding in this U.S. convertible, Rob Halford singing along to the lyrics there, while KK and Glenn are dressed as the old Priest, oddly enough, not so oddly enough, I should say, going inside to rob a bank of a gold record. They get the gold record, they're spun off, singing until the final chorus, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law. And the funny thing about that, towards the end, the security guard who watches this, he picks up what is called a cutout guitar, but instead of a flying V, it's more like a flying A. And I guess that inspired Gibson guitars to come up with their own version of that called the Flying A guitar there. I've seen it a couple times in Google Images while I was looking up Flying V guitars. I was like, okay, this is kind of funny. And we all know what the music video inspired that one there. Definitely.
okay. I'm gonna go with another oddball choice for me, basically, since you know my musical taste. And Dexy's Midnight Runners, Come On Eileen. For some reason, I like that video.
Yeah. And we know the subject of that song, definitely for sure. Probably because it had a here's a couple guys from Scotland or Ireland or the UK dressed up as hillbilly rednecks. But at that time, it was quite original. Very, very original there.
Yeah.
All right, there.
Mr. YR.
Yep.
White Wedding.
Oh.
By Billy Idol.
Yes.
Oh, man. So that video, there was one scene in that video that really caused a lot of controversy. That had to be blurred out a lot of times. The Sikh House salute during when the Bill Idol put that ring on Penny Lister's finger there, and it would cause it to bleed. If you watch it, that scene out there had to be blurred out a lot on some other stations, whether it's MP3 or was it that TBS night tracks they used to have on the weekends on that station there. But that caused a lot of controversy, definitely no doubt. My dad saw that music video. It's like, oh, okay, so this guy flirts with the devil, I see, because of its gothic atmosphere and the setup there. I thought the same thing until I realized the whole shingding there. And by the way, the song was written about Billy's sister, who got pregnant with at such a young age. All right. And my next choice here will, of course, be another Judas Priest video, You Got Another Thing Coming, because the band is performing at the forming this area inside there with a massive laser going off behind them, while this guy with a mustache, derby hat, and trench coat is searching for something on this meter that he has. And the funny thing is, towards the end, the guy's head explodes, and his pants fall off to the ground. That's one of the most other memorable moments of that video there. It was such a badass song as well.
Okay, my next one's going to be a twofer. Michael Nesmith, Cruising in Rio.
Ah, that's from the Elephant Parts album, right? I guess.
Right.
Damn. That was a big. That was
Cruising
big
was on the Elephant Parts, though. Rio was.
Oh. All right, there. Okay, and I guess Cruiser was the one with that bodybuilder. I keep forgetting.
Right.
It almost looked like Hulk Hogan. Yes, I remember that video just as well there. And Nesmith, no longer with us, unfortunately.
Right.
A native of Houston. All right. YR?
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
By Alice Cooper or Megadeth? I didn't know it was made into a video. But you must be talking about a live video, I guess, recently, if I'm correct. Because that song originally came out in 1973, I guess, from the The Babies album. Yeah.
From Alice Cooper Trashes the World.
What again? I couldn't hear.
Alice Cooper Trashes the World.
Oh, was it a live album, a live video, I guess?
Yeah.
I see that. I kind of figure it was because there were no music videos back in 1973 or 74. Okay. My next choice would have to be a song called Guilty by a band called Classics Nouveau. And this was directed towards the new romantic scene that was going on at that time. Adam and the Ants, Spandau Ballet, and of course, the bigwigs of that genre, Duran Duran. As well. And sadly, whatever happened to that group, Classics Nouveau? We don't know.
Nope.
I don't know. In fact, the singer did an interview with MTV, and he said that one of his inspirations was Alice Cooper. He saw the Nightmare Welcome to My Nightmare TV show, and he thought that was one of the greatest things in the world that he witnessed. All right.
Okay, my next one, they had a lot of pretty decent videos, but my favorite was a song called Whip It by Devo.
Oh, man. You know what? We got to check out their version of the Stones' Satisfaction.
Yeah.
What's kind of funny is that Mark Mothersbaugh, he had that guitar pedal duct taped onto his guitar on the side there. That was a trip to look at there. In fact, some of the early videos that they made was kind of a trip to look at, but that was how it was done back then. All right.
Wow.
Wire, it is your turn, my brother.
Wake up.
Wake up! Probably stepped away for a second there. I don't know. All right.
I guess we'll skip him and go to you.
Okay, there. Another one I remember seeing back in the day was this one video. It was actually True by Spandau Ballet, because it was a good song. It was a good setup there. And it was a change of direction and clothing line for the band. They started wearing suits and ties, you know. And plus, the song itself still remains a classic. There was a jazz station used to play that song a lot of times. I miss that station, sadly. It just went under for some reason. It became a top 40 station. Why, I have no clue. I mean, as fine as it was, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got another two for here.
All right.
Talking Heads, Burning Down the House.
Mm.
And then the other song was the one about, same as that ever was, where he's going up his arm.
Once in a lifetime.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
That was a cool video.
I remember seeing that. Oh, I was like, holy cow. By the way, that song was from an album they put out in 1980 called Remain in Light. And I remember it being advertised on the radio a couple times there. On the radio, a couple of radio stations. Remember, you used to do that on radio. The new Talking Heads album, Remain in Light, on so-and-so records and cassettes. Okay.
Are we skipping my R? Is he going to say something?
No.
There you are.
How about this video? You remember this one?
Yep.
From the band Queen. I want to break free.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, oh my gosh! Where all the members are dressed in drag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember. You know what? Annie Lennox wore that exact outfit that Freddie Mercury wear at that Queen tribute concert years on down the line.
Really?
Yeah, she did. You know, look it up there. I think she joins. I think she joins David Bowie on Under Pressure, performing that, wearing that outfit. If I'm correct, you got to look it up there sometime soon. There. All right. All right. This video really was a real interesting video to look at. Now, I never really saw it on MTV, but because I don't know if it ever got aired on it or whichever it was. It was from Black Sabbath. It was the song "No Stranger to Love" for the album Seventh Star. It featured Tony Iommi playing a Kramer guitar instead of his usual SG Gibson guitar. It was a single version of that song with backup vocals on the chorus, whereas the album version did not have that. It featured some, Tony Iommi kisses some girl until she pushes him away, runs off, has this other dog of whose name I forgot. I guess it's Iommi's, wander around the ruins of abandoned buildings and such there. It was something like that, one of those dramatic love videos, stuff, such and such here. But it was an interesting video to look at. Not something that Sabbath would do, but but you know, what can you do? You know, good song. Sad it didn't get played on the radio lot more than it should have.
Well, before I forget it, YR brought one to my mind. Queen Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh man, the original or the Wayne's World version?
The original video.
Ah, yeah, the original, because the Wayne's World version will later, of course, feature clips from the Wayne's World movie. And
Right.
of course, that song became a big hit once again, thanks to that movie and to Freddie Mercury dying of AIDS in 1991 there, when that movie came out at the same time. All right.
YR.
Why are you there, dude?
You remember the music video for Black Hole Sun?
Yes, I do, man.
I always like that. It always stuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Probably the sun, the black hole sun itself there. That was freaky to look at there. You know, these people with the all the smiles on the face, like the typical suburban families lifestyle there. And all of a sudden, this sun comes up and scoops them all up. You know, pretty tripped out video when you look at it there. And rest in peace, Chris Cornell. You are indeed missed. Definitely. Not just with Soundgarden, but also with Audio Slave as well. Okay. My next favorite video was Save a Prayer by Duran Duran. I liked that song. It always fit the mood of where that location, that video was shot at, you know. In the end, where the members of Duran are walking up towards that island or whichever that was, it a statue or something like that, looking up at it towards the end there. It's like, wow, that's a trip to look at, man. But no doubt, I'll bet you, after that video came out, a lot of people started taking holiday trips to whichever area that video was located at. Most likely any other areas, like in South America, Hawaii, which other spot, Yaganya, Guatemala, any of those spots. They probably got a lot of business thanks to those earlier videos that Duran Duran filmed theirs in.
Okay, my next one is going to be really unusual because it's possibly one of the first music videos ever. But I remember watching American Bandstand, and Dick Clark introduced the next group, and he said, well, we have a video because they're not here. And it was the Beatles, not Sergeant Pepper, Strawberry Fields Forever.
And that's when I remember seeing that spot there. And that's when Dick Clark was asking what he thought about the Beatles' mustaches that they have grown. And once you know, that song would one of the biggest hits. And that song was originally meant to be on Sgt. Pepper. But I guess length of vinyl at that time couldn't allow that to happen there.
Right. It would have fit it well, but it was released backed with Penny Lane, which they also had a video for that one.
No. You know what? There's a video they had I didn't know existed until recently for Hey Bulldog. I guess that song was featured on the Yellow Submarine soundtrack there.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty interesting video to watch when you look at it. It shows how they were making music, how they make recording and such there and there. Kind of like a little pre-taste to the Get Back documentary series that they got on Disney Plus. Right? All right.
Mr. YR.
Mm-hmm.
I did call you Mr.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Oh, and the crow and Moses sing. Then Dr. Brown, he's doing the show. Smells like Teen Spirit. Great music video, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember the video, but that's what gave
Oh, yeah.
the world the taste of the grunge scene, the Seattle move alternative scene at that time there.
Mm-hmm.
And that song was played all over everywhere on the radio, the clubs here. Local bands were covering that song just as well there. Even though it was that kind of style that kind of killed the hair metal scene. I know a lot of some of the hair metals like Warrant and a few others. They were probably look on with that scene with a great resentment because of that. Because the alternative stuff became the new scene, and now, you know, people who grew up on that scene when they were young children would later embrace that kind of sound and the values and teachings that came along with it. You know? All right there. So my next spot, let's see, it will have to be Locked In by Judas Priest. And that was a part 2 of a 2-part video series. The first being Turbo Lover, whereas the members of Priest with their new getup, riding on motorcycles, they try to avoid some sort of bunch of girls or skeletons coming after them. And then everyone strays off to the left side there except for Rob. He gets captured. He gets taken into this set get up there where he gets back and forth there, you know. And meanwhile, the members of Priest will figure out how to get him out there. When they have this one big fat guy lugging, reported some sort of whatever it was. They lure him away by holding up a Twinkie, bopping him over the nose with a stick. Glenn puts the Twinkie in his mouth and said, okay, now we're rolling. They rescue Rob Halford, make a clean getaway there. Now, it was kind of cheesy to look at, but some of the women in the outfits that they were wearing were pretty hot at that time there.
Okay. Right. I remember a video by Pink Floyd called Another Brick in the Wall, which is the school one.
Yes, I remember seeing that as well there.
Which was a great video.
Yeah, look. Now, Pink Floyd don't really appear in their videos.
No.
Do you believe it or not? No, they never did. They're like Skinny Puppy or George Michael later on down the line when he decided to do the same approach. And of course, that was a single version, you know.
Right.
Of course, you know, when mixed in with, and of course, people got a taste of some of the footage that would be later used in the Pink Floyd Wall live show, as well as the movie.
Right.
All right, there.
But that was a pretty cool video.
It was, yeah, definitely.
Jump, Van Halen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very iconic.
Yeah. And I think the members of Van Halen directed that video, if I'm correct. If not, or I think it was Pete Angelus, who was later become David Lee Roth's right-hand man.
Yeah.
One of those. I think Panama may have been directed by Van Halen themselves there. You know, I'll have to look up the information sometime soon. All right, there. My next favorite video will have to be Still in the Night by Whitesnake. And there was something about that video that seemed really interesting because not only get to see the new lineup of Whitesnake at that time, Adrian Vandenberg, Vivian Campbell, Rudy Sarzo, Tommy Aldridge, and of course, the man behind it all, Mr. David Coverdale. They also reintroduced Toddy Katane as a household name at that time. She will also later marry David Coverdale. They would be married for a couple of years until they split up. But the story behind that video, and I guess the scenery of that video, was kind of like one of those Lifetime movies that you see on that network at that time. where the woman's being feels like somebody's watching me. Oh, it's this hunky guy. He has a desire for me. Oh, let's make out. How many fucking times have we seen that shit go down left and right? Well, actually, we don't see the two make out actually there, but
No.
still. But they would, but she would really embrace the shit out of him in the "Here I Go Again" video there.
Okay, my next one is kind of a landmark video, actually, and that's Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer.
Oh yeah. All right.
They did some things with that pretty hard to equal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. You know what? I guess it took a lot of time to make that video just as well there
Had to.
because of all the multiple shots there. All right.
When it's so near, soon around the ceiling. Here I go again on my home.
And we were talking about that video for a little bit there a moments ago. Tawny Katane once again there. Rest in peace. Her wearing the dancing on the hoods of those, tops of those car there. And of course, sadly, Tawny Katane no longer with us, sadly.
Interesting thing about her, she actually was one of the co-stars of the new WKRP in Cincinnati.
I remember, yes, along with Michael DeBarge as the film. Yeah, Michael DeBarge, the British singer and actor there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We should probably, you know what? He's one of those guys that really gets a nod, and he deserves one so well. Because, he did some good acting at that time just as well there, as well as his stint as the Power Station singer when he did that tour around back in 1985 there. Yeah. Okay, this one is also by Peter Gabriel, Shock the Monkey from 1982. That was a tripped out video, no doubt about that. The of course, it had Gabriel in a black suit, suit and tie, information, looking some decodings and stuff there. While the other room, Gabriel once again in this white suit and some sort of Aztec makeup there. Had all these lights flashing, going left and right and left there. What kind of lights they were, but one of those rotating, moving lights. While Gabriel in the black suit is going through all this bullshit, whether it's running through a forest, emerging out of a cold lake, being tackled by a bunch of midgets, also wearing suits. It is a crazy shit. At one point, the roof is starting to cave in onto Gabriel, and he ends up screaming at the end. And at the end there, Gabriel lifts his head up after being, laying on his desk with the Aztec makeup on his face there. Very iconic, twisted video that Gabriel starred in. Very twisted video.
My next one, I'm going to go with Robert Palmer, Addicted to Love.
Oh, man, because the girls in there, right, with the playing instruments?
Yeah, I mean, that was a bizarre video, good video, actually.
Yeah, and once you know that song would still be played left and right on it was a massive hit. I guess what the story was, he took some of the elements he learned from the Power Station the year before and decided, let's apply that to my next record there. And it worked.
Wow. I left you simply irresistible.
We're gonna party like it's 1999.
Oh, yeah.
Bunch of good videos, Prince.
Oh, yeah. The thing I liked about that video was Lisa Coleman and Jill Jones and that loving embrace, seductive embrace that they were in during that while they're singing backups. And by the
Really
way,
cool.
here's something that you know that her and Wendy Melvoin, Wendy Lisa, they were an item
Right.
for many years. Nobody knew that they were both lesbians.
What?
Yeah, they were. Apparently, they had a relationship going on during that time. And of course, they had to keep that undercover. But some people kind of figured that out one on one, where they were like, the way they were always together. Like remember the poster that came along with the Purple Rain album?
Yes.
You see how they're together. Let me find it for you, and I'll put it into the chat to see what I'm talking about there. They were indeed an item, no doubt about that. Now, the two would, of course, break up the romance, but they would still continue to work together as a team. They would do a lot of soundtracks for shows like Soul Food, the Showtime Network show there throughout the years. I think they did some soundtrack work for the Dangerous Minds movie, if I'm correct. Wendy and Lisa, 1984. There we go. Let's see what we got here. I will find that. Images. There we go there. All right. All right there. Okay. I'm going to send it to you now, YR. Blah, blah, blah. And see what I'm talking about there. I'm going to send a whole poster to you. You can look at Wendy Lisa on the far right. And let's see here. And in the meantime, my next favorite video would have to be something out of the ordinary, but it was a good song to listen to as well there. Now, this video got Robert Plant lots of heat. Lots of heat. It was only I saw it one time, but to me it's still memorable. In fact, some people said it was sexist, it was such and such here and there. Even Plant got on the air and said he will never make a video like that ever again. Burning Down One Side by Robert Plant.
Mm.
If you can find it on YouTube, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Right.
Next one I got is another unusual one. Herbie Hancock Rocket.
That's one of those electronic, those robot pieces
Yeah, that
going
was
back and
all
forth.
that robot stuff. That was
Yes.
a very memorable video.
And that's what also got helped along with the breakdancing movement, kick in as well there.
But it was an unusual video and a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely. A lot of people loved that video. In fact, that's what kind of like put Herbie Hancock into the big wigs there. I know Columbia Records, his label at the time, he suggested he come up with another one. So he came up with a follow-up record titled Sound System, which didn't do exactly that well there. But then again, that's how record labels are. You have one hit with this kind of genre, follow up with the same genre, repeat the same thing over and over, and what does that do? Nothing.
Danny MT, what is your some of your favorite music videos?
What are some of my favorite music videos?
Oh,
Hard question to answer because I kind of a lot of genres, so I don't know how to answer that question.
you don't have an. Oh man, you got to look at. We're talking videos back in the 1980s where we were teenagers here.
Okay, well I can.
It doesn't have to be. It could be from the 90s as well there,
Yeah, no, absolutely. But what I gotta say, Dr. Earl, on the 80s thing or whatever, like I'm the 4 children. I'm youngest, and basically I didn't have any fucking. I wasn't allowed to touch the remote. I had to watch the MTV, so I was always watching fucking like 80s metal hair band, and
Oh yeah.
I love the fuck out of that. Like I can talk all day about 80s hair band, all day.
Oh nice. Oh nice.
And 90s too. too, but yeah, no, that was definitely was my thing. Whatever. I didn't have a choice either way.
Because it was, I guess, your other brothers and sisters were into that, I
Correct.
guess, right?
Yes, my older siblings were the ones that were controlling that, whatever, and that was during that time. So, you know, I I didn't have a choice in the matter. So,
And I see there. Any of those videos that you thought would really stood out with the rest?
mm, let's see. I really fucking love the shit out of Europe. Love it.
The final countdown?
Final countdown. Yes.
You know, that song would be one of the most played songs at sporting events next to Gary Glitter's Rock and Roll Part 2 or 1. And I guess it would actually replace that.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
Yeah, that song remember the song Rock and Roll? Hey, that was a big hit at sporting events in the past there until Europe's Final Countdown took over that. I mean, the beginning of the keyboard hook on there was just memorable as this, its own self there.
Yep, no, you're right. That was definitely the number one thing. That's basically anybody that come to find out about Europe, the Final Countdown. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to tip our
so
caps. We need to give, real quick,
this fucking.
we need to give Beavis and Butthead a nod and a handshake because they made it kind of popular to watch. I mean, I don't want to say made it popular, but I don't know. It was kind of making
fuck up wire. It's always been cool to watch Beavis and Butthead.
No, I'm saying how they watch the music videos. You know what I'm saying? Like they made that kind of one of their signatures. You know what I mean?
Oh, like okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about there.
Episode, like they'll be acting an ass and being weird, but then like the part of the episode where they're sitting on the couch and they're watching good music videos.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That was a whole culture, bro. That was a whole culture.
Yep. You're right.
Even though, here's something else I don't remember. The band Winger, their career kind of like got fucked over because of Beavis and Butthead kind of making fun of their music videos. You know, like, this is cheesy, this is that, blah, blah, blah there. You know, and at the time, stuff like White Zombie, Sepultura, Ministries, NWO song was like all over the radio at that time, alternative radio. Alternative metal was the main thing around that time there.
Wait, what do you like the NWO theme song?
What again? The what?
The Wolfpack song?
Not really the Wolfpack song, not the wrestling franchise, but we're talking about, stuff like White Zombie, the song Thunder Kiss 65, that was considered the thing at that time, and bands like Winger were like pushed out the door. And I guess, MTV that embraced that scene at that time, Winger, the hair metal scene there, we're now turning their back on the hair metal scene thanks to Beavis and Butthead, kind of like mocking it in there on that show there.
Actually, you know what? You have a fucking point there because if anybody can appreciate 80s hairband or whatever, Winger was fucking beat. It was.
Yeah.
And I also love fucking Beavis and Butthead. And they did kind of get fucking pushed out the door. Winger's fucking gravy.
Yeah, it's true. And they did come up with some good songs. Like my favorite for them was "Heading for a Heartache," which was a good song to listen to. "Easy Come, Easy Go" was pretty good there. The one song from them I could not really, I still question the shit out of to this day, was the one called 17. You listen to the choruses of that song, you see what I'm talking about. It's like, whoa, that's a... Well, I questioned it when I first heard it.
Are you talking about the one like... sorry if I'm getting this wrong. Are you talking about like... Wait, no, never mind. Never mind.
Let me look.
18. What's the band that sang 18 in life, you got it.
Oh, Skid
Hey,
Row.
Skid Row, yeah, that was
yeah,
a big song for them.
that's what I was thinking in my head. Like, so no, I guess I don't remember what 17 was or whatever.
All right, I'll find it on the I'll find it right now. Let's see when they're 17. I'll find it right now in the information. It's a song by Winner, and the lyrics, full lyrics here. She says, "I'm only 7." She whispered soft and brought to me the floor. She said, "I'm only 17. I'll show you love like you never seen. She's only 17. Daddy says she's too young, but she's old
Yeah,
enough for me."
you got me. Yes, she's only 17. Oh, yes. Okay, I got it.
I questioned that song from the word go when I first heard it. There, it's like is this guy now? The question is: the guy singing about her, is he the same age as her, or is he older in his older 20s, 30s, or whatever?
Yes, good
and,
question. Because I thought
yeah,
the same. It's like, is this a guy that's like singing about a girl that's like super young and he's way older? That's what I thought
that's
about it.
what I was thinking as well. There, either that or the girl in question, it's like one of those hoochie mamas who wants to get it on with the older guys or any guy that she sees fit.
Right. But it's kind of like the same thing, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
What am I trying to say here? Like, okay, so if it's like a guy that's like way older or whatever and singing about this girl or whatever, but is it a girl that's like, well, no, I'm willing to be with an older dude? Like, is there really a difference?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Good
It's
song, kind of
'cause
creepy.
we see those see scenario happens all the time. Older guys getting involved with younger girls because A, they're prettier, and B, it makes them feel young again. We all know that scenario there.
No, I
Have
do
you ever
not.
felt like
No.
that, Earl?
What again? What?
Have you ever felt like that?
Nope.
How about Arknolia stroke a bean?
Oh gosh, Steve, none of us do get into that bullshit there. You know that.
Well, I'm not
Hold
going
on,
to
but
give
that's
it
a
any
question
that's
for
my
him.
age reversed.
Hold on, what was that song in? Because now I'm thinking about that you brought up, Dr. O, about fucking 17. What was that song? Well, I know the song, but who was that saying? It's like, she's only 16 years old.
Oh, Stacy's mom.
Yeah, like that's that.
Wow. Yeah, it's a guy who has the thing for his friend's mom there,
Yes.
a MILF.
Yes.
Yeah.
Earl, I was
Yeah,
asked
that's
by
my name.
somebody. Yeah. Hey, quick
Yeah.
question. Okay,
That's
hold on. Let me ask a question, though, Earl, please.
Yeah.
Okay, Earl. So somebody please, Earl. Somebody asked me to ask you how much to boot Danny MT for the rest of the night.
Oh my gosh, I don't even set up. Did they even take donations?
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
probably
guess
people want to
Republican.
spend money on me, so SCU lose on that. I don't think people want to spend money.
Young, you take donations. How much to ban Danny MT for the night?
Well, Danny MT
God.
hasn't done anything to
Piss
worth
us off
spending
or
it.
anything like there.
Yeah, I mean,
No, Mr. Arknolia Strokebean. The thing is, he at first he gives you this impression he's a nice guy, but then he wants to take you out to a steak dinner and then bash your head in.
who?
Oh my God, SC, you're fucking out of pocket. I was always like, SC. Back in the day, you're like, man, that guy was cool as fuck because he just loved that I fucking hated fucking at the time fucking Joe Cronin. Now that we're cool, like now you want to be mean, bro, because I'm cool with Joe Cronin. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like,
Nah, I'm kidding. Come on. I just wanted to say real quick, Earl and Strokebean. Earl, the other day you were like, nah, I don't like SC Steve joining. He's a piece of shit. And I just wanted to say, dude, look,
Well, at least,
a lot of lines to like bother you. It's never meant in an evil way, dude. It's
Bro,
just,
what's your favorite music videos?
it's just like a comedic, relief of the stream. That's all.
yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean,
understandable. That's understandable. Yeah. So so I see you're going to beat up Vikings fan.
Never. I don't know who that is.
Oh, that moron. Oh, you never heard of that moron? No, he needs a discipline.
I refuse to speak about him. I think his medication got him loony. I think he needs to seek real help.
He needs some poontang.
You could say that.
He needs poontang big time, because him lubing up that fire hydrant outside of his place here and sitting on it and let that slide in his butthole, just say doing it no more.
Well, you heard how his cousin.
What's up, Jacob RP Butthole?
What's up,
What's
YR,
up,
you
brother?
son of a bitch?
Whoa.
SC,
We got a
hello?
party now.
SC, go fuck yourself, hello?
With the shit that he says.
Brother?
Today I was fucking cracking up because what was it you said? You said something like, I think you were arguing with Tony, like, yeah, well, you know what? How's it feel to be a piece of fucking shit? Something like that. Team left. I'm like, what? YR is getting fucking hard now, bro.
He's good at that. He's good at
What's up,
bro.
SC?
He's good at that. What's up, Jay? Can I call you Jay from now on?
What did you go
I
do?
don't like calling you.
You went to go eat?
Well, I got home from work. I took a shower. I ate. Had to do some billings.
Oh, you went to go stuff your
And
fucking
now,
face?
Yeah, and now I'm just walking around the park.
I hope you get jumped.
Oh yeah, well I hope you trip on $1 million and you don't get to keep it.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
That's fucked up. What's up, Dr. Earl?
Or
What's up, Jacob? How's it hanging, dude?
Everything is great. Everything is
how's it
fine.
hanging? You want to see?
Everything is fine, but everything behind me is burning. Everything is fine.
All right, there. We're discussing our favorite music videos throughout the years. There, anything you want to add, there, guys?
Yeah, for me will always be this song by Tupac.
Hit 'em up.
Hit 'em up. Yeah, that's always gonna be one of the best music videos.
Man, that was probably the most all-time disc videos and songs ever out there. That's for sure.
I liked a lot of Bobby Valentino's music videos. I don't know why.
I don't think I ever saw any of his music videos.
Yeah, he's an R&B singer who came
Uh-huh.
out as gay a few years ago.
Oh, really? There.
How do you know about that, Jay?
I used to like. Also, what else did I like?
Neo.
Neo, yeah, that's the years that I grew up in. Neo, Soulja Boy, fucking
Mary J. Blige.
3 6 Mafia, Mary J. Blige, Jay-Z.
I remember the video for that song of "Stay Hot, Stay Fly." You know, that song.
We stay fly, no lie. We know this. Bowling.
Yes.
Hello.
Keith
Yo.
is back.
Oh, shit.
Oh, look,
the
it's the
party,
drug
mate.
addicts. It's the
party.
drug addicts.
Oh,
What's up,
shit.
druggie? What's up,
What's up?
druggie?
Yeah,
Ah,
I had a
come on.
crazy day today. No, never. I didn't have a crazy day today. It's not crazy.
So did you
Arknolia,
guys?
Mr. Arknolia Stroke Beam. What do you think about Keith's addiction?
Not a good thing. Unless he doesn't want to live to be
Right.
60 or 70.
Yeah, Keith.
Okay.
Keith,
Yeah,
I think
we
he
don't.
wants
Yeah, I
to
was
be in a
gonna.
coma for the rest of his life.
I'm
Piece
a
of crap.
I'm not on them now.
You're not home now.
Where do
I'm
you
not on them now.
Good.
Yeah.
I will.
Better watch
So
your
late.
fucking ass.
Tony's live. Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
So, Keith, what's your favorite music videos?
I think
Yeah.
the really cool music video, like, okay, the Backstreet Boys did Drowning. That was sick. Did the Drowning video, and that was
Hold
That
on. Whoa.
coolest videos,
Whoa.
music video ever.
Keith,
The-
be on camera right now, dude. I want to see you on camera right now.
Okay.
Probably outside.
My boy went back to the Backstreet Boys.
Yo, YR, do you hear this? Yo, Keith, now say everything again. Go. I'm sorry.
All right. Fucking.
Keith, you decide. Keith, what happened?
What's my favorite? Okay.
Keith, he's on it again.
Oh,
YR.
you decided to join
Video-
the call when everyone's here. Why couldn't you hang out with us earlier? Christmas tree.
No, I was on Extreme Action Park.
Whoa.
What
Whoa.
the
Keith, you're not making
fuck,
sense, dude, when you
dude.
talk, dog.
Whoa. Whoa.
You're an asshole,
whoa.
Keith.
Jesus
Keith,
Christ, dude.
be straight up with me, dude.
Yo, my
Have you
favorite
done it?
music video is when Backstreet Boys did the remix for Drowning. The remix music video for Drowning.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, Jesus
Backstreet,
Christ.
Backside Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
The backside.
That's what I
Backside
call them.
Boys.
That's what I call them.
The wet version, Drowning.
The wet version.
Yeah.
Dude.
You're a special son of a
Jesus
bitch, aren't you?
Christ, dude.
I'm calling your parents.
I love fucking Hanson Umbop.
Dude, that is. Yo, Keith, with all due respect,
Best
to be
fucking
honest,
video
have you done
ever.
them?
No. Corn Freak on a
Have you
Leash. Corn Freak on a
Keith,
Leash.
have you done them? Keith, are you on it right now? For real, for real?
No.
Or
I'm not.
Damn, so this shit's really fucking with you now.
Triple C again.
Jesus Christ.
We'll start calling you Triple Keith.
Triple C's got me bending knees.
Whoa,
Triple
man.
Keith.
Triple Keith.
Triple Keith.
I like that one. That was a cool one.
Triple Keith.
Jesus Christ, Keith.
Well said. Well said.
I
Damn,
like that
dude.
one.
Wait, did you drink energy drinks?
No.
Dang, man. Drink water, bro. Come on.
Okay.
Watch the heart. Palpitations dangerous.
Dude, if anything were to happen, like, how would we be informed of you?
I don't know.
I wanted to get a hold of the number that the place it resides in, but Keith probably won't do that. Out of fear of getting in trouble.
Keith, if something were to happen, like, can you put a note saying, like, look, if I'm
So, like, if
unable
Dave
to...
Rose got the information from the group home, Dr. Brown, you would use it. Sure?
Here's my
That
real
voice guy cut
intestine.
it out there.
So we found where Keith lives, right? So we're gonna contact.
Is Seaman on the call?
SC, what did I say?
Oh,
SC's on the call. Yeah, SC's on the call. Would you want a C-Man on the call too?
Dr. Brown, hello.
Yeah.
Dr. Brown, if Dave Rose were to give you the information to the group home, phone number, address, would you contact them yourself?
Yes, I would, because I don't want to see it here. I don't want to find out news next day and find out Keith is overdosed on something there. Is probably now dead.
Dude, no, hold on. Keith, can you make a note saying, like, if anything happens to me, can you guys please contact this phone number?
No.
That's what I was trying to say.
There you go. That's why we would like to get the information so we could call. So, you Keith, you're probably buzzed out there.
Person in the community.
Dr. Keith, do you want to give Dr. Brown your mom's phone number, Keith?
No.
Of course, that's why. Of course, obviously he's not going to, because he doesn't want to feel mommy's wrath.
Oh.
Mommy will take out the writer's crop and whoop him one there.
Oh, you made a whipping. Hear that, boy?
All right, Keith, I got a question for you.
Yes.
What's your favorite 70s music video?
Triple
C.
70s.
I guess Team Na Hey Goodbye.
What?
I didn't know there was what? I didn't know there was even in the music video.
Yeah, they have a music video.
Well, they weren't called music videos at that time there. I guess they were called like music clips or promotional clips or something like that.
Music clip.
I guess when the artist, becomes too big to even appear on a TV show, they had send them the clip instead there.
I can't think of any 70s videos.
Okay.
Back to fucking 80s.
How
Like,
about the
okay, for
ABCs?
instance, like in 80s, like, okay, I love the fucking video of Uncle Tom's Cabin. I know what's down in Uncle Tom's Cabin.
By
That
Warrant.
You have
there was another one that I was thinking about.
The Bee Gees.
Back to Europe. Cherokee, walking on the trail of tears.
The Bee Gees, I'm telling you, bro. The Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the music videos for Staying Alive and Night Fever?
No.
No.
No, I remember seeing those one time, and Night Fever, by the way, is one of the very few times we ever saw Barry Gibb without his beard.
Night penis. Yeah.
Daisy. Yeah.
Okay, can we also all agree that not only is it a great song, but it was a fucking cool fucking video? What is it called? Oh god damn it. In the summer of '69.
By Bryan Adams?
Yes.
No, man. It was a cool video. I will remember. Yes, it was.
Like when they got in the apple fight?
Yep. And who's outside, by the way?
Oh, that's me. You can hear all this?
Yeah, I can hear it.
I'm at the park, dude.
I
way
see.
to go, Wesley. Weird.
I'm spinning signs out here on the turnpike.
Oh my god. Dox me.
He talks to me.
Keith,
Yes.
we just want you to know that we care about you, man.
Yes. Of course.
Yeah, we don't want to find out that you OD'd on something and croak as a result.
Yeah, I'm done with Triple C.
He said that multiple times, and it went
Dude,
terrible.
Dude, we've tried hard, but I think at this point there's just no point anymore. Jesus Christ, dude.
Fuck, who's doing that?
Your mother.
Whoa. Alright.
Keith, do you want to OD?
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
I want to be like Little Peep in DMX.
Little people.
No.
What the fuck?
And where are those two now?
He died.
Yeah.
Yep,
Keith,
they're
don't
both dead.
end up like YR, okay?
What? Okay. Okay, yeah.
I want to hack myself. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Thank you.
Pro need to
How was
burp.
that created? How was that term created? I want to hack myself.
No, I see.
Because the Corona.